Okay, I created a script in processing that creates a movement diagram such as seen here, which releases voids throughout a space, in which we create a map that underlays this image right here that tells the voids whether to move through or not. Right here we can see this is what is underlaying this image right here. We have these two images that I have created using Photoshop that are the same size, which is very important that they are exactly the same size. These are both 640 by 640 pixels, in which this is used to tell the voids whether they can move throughout these black spaces or not. And then they'll just keep bouncing through the white spaces, and it just gives you an idea of movement throughout the space, in which you can use a side if you wish to create a section of your building or so forth. You can do that. So anyways, this is just for aesthetics, to make it look nicer, to overlay as the voids move through. And I can tell, if you wish not to use this, I'll show you later how you can comment that part out. Anyway, so we are going to get to our script here. If we were to just hit play with the script I've provided, it just releases these voids into this space like so. And these voids can be, the color can be changed, the size can be changed, and direction they are initially released, as well as we can change the point in which they are released. If they start in one of these black spaces over here, they will not move anywhere, they'll just get stuck. So we need there are ways to change that point of release to make sure it ends up in one of these white spaces in which they'll move. Otherwise they'd all end up like this dot here. So anyway, so we are going, if we look back here, we're importing these P images. Image B and C is what I'm calling them in the script, in which we need to make sure that both of the images are saved in the same place that we have saved our script. And you will just need to alter these file names to match that of the one you've created for your own project. Here, the black and white is the image B, in which so whatever you want to name it, just make sure it's there. That's the black and white. And then the one that we overlay on top is image C. And then just make sure that the pixel size, or the size of the canvas, matches exactly the size of your own pictures or images. So to start off, we will just go, and then right here is where you can alter the amount of voids that are released at the initially. So only 10 will be released. And then obviously when I click, that will release another amount of voids, in which we'll be able to alter it, and I'll show you just a minute. So if you wanted more to be released initially at the beginning, all you have to do is just increase that part right there, and then down here under void mouse pressed, we can change that to 5 if that's what if you don't want that many to be released whenever you click the other space. But being able to click it kind of creates more volume if that's what you're needing, more objects to be circulating. So there's nothing here. I can just kind of create my own voids, and then it just kind of fills out the space. So anyway, those are two different numbers in which you can alter to whatever you prefer. And then down here, R is where we can change the radius of the void. So if this is too big and you want a smaller void, you just need to decrease the size until you get whatever result you want. So forth, just like that. Now you just see smaller voids. And then further on down, where we can alter, here is where we can change the color of the voids. So I had it set at a dark blue. This is RGB, so if you alter this number, it adds more red, green, blue, etc. So if I wanted the brightest red, I'll just put 255 there. And then the stroke is the outline of the void. And this is under the void render section. And the stroke is the outline of the boys. Right now I have it at 150, which creates a gray scale border. We can change it to black or whatever. I wanted it to stick out, but we can just change that to black to just show the change. Or, sorry, white. So there you have the outline, or you can change it to the same color if you wish. And then you just need to put the same thing right down here, and then you will have the same color. And the ball will just be red. But if you want to show differentiation between the space, it's a good tactic to just change the color right there. So now it should have a black border. There you go. It kind of helps differentiate each of the voids. And then as far as the place they are released, or the direction they're initially released, we can alter that up here, I believe. Oh wait, maybe it's down here. Just a minute. Okay, right here. It's just a matter of this under the void vector, well, the class void section, right down here under the void and acceleration section. We can all of these could be commented out, and you just need to leave one. Only one should be uncommented out. So whatever direction, whether it's northwest, southwest, assuming up is north, is the direction they'll be released initially. So if I uncomment it, it'll change the direction they initially move, and as well as the movement of the mouse click. And so that is that. So if your boys are being released within a black space, it can kind of create issues. Here I will show you an example of, you can change it by altering this width right here and height. That kind of changes where they'll be released. So if I change these if I put that in the center, to release in the center, it kind of creates this issue. See how they're not moving? So it's important that they're released in a place where they will move freely at the beginning, so they won't get stuck. And the same point, you can see them right here being stuck. So we were good with, we should just leave it at divided by 4. So that can be tweaked however you need it and wherever you want the voids to be released. So pretty much most of this is up to you. Everything can be altered to whatever specific needs you have. Hopefully this will be helpful to you, and give you a better idea, or be able to diagram how circulation and the movement in your site or project. So hope you enjoy this project, and that should be it.